Live from WYLN Hazleton, this is WYLN's late edition News at 10 with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, sports with Beth Mensinger, anchors Lisa Sugar and L.A. Tyrone. News, weather, sports, features, and more. You're watching WYLN's late edition News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's late edition for Friday, June 21st, 2013. I'm Lisa Sugart. Tonight you saw it live right here on WYLN, the kickoff of the Wyoming Valley Riverfest 2013. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's festivities and preview what's yet to come for Saturday and Sunday in Wilkes-Barre. Plus, would you consider becoming a human guinea pig? We'll tell you why more people are doing just that. In sports, Beth Mensinger is in with the start of Little League tournament action, plus Russ Kanzler's in town playing the Rail Riders. We were there. Crystal Harris is here with What's Up This Weekend, and meteorologist Joe Garbacek has your all-important weekend forecast. But first, late edition's look at tonight's top stories. No one was injured when fire broke out this afternoon in the city of Hazleton. Damage was limited thanks to a large part of the quick response from Hazleton City firefighters. Crews responded to 21 East 3rd Street where they found moderate smoke coming from a third-floor apartment. The fire started in a closet just off the kitchen and damaged various items in the closet like a vacuum cleaner. The fire was limited to the closet area. Hazleton Fire Chief Donald Leschko said the fire doesn't appear to be suspicious and it could have been a lot worse if not for the quick response from firefighters.
What was happening already is we could see the heat marks already on the wall. The heat was starting to build very intensely in the building. Stuff started to melt. Actually, you'll see some of the ceiling fans and all that were starting to melt. Plus, there's a turtle up there in the tank. The turtle's doing fine. We checked that. The turtle's in fresh water, so the turtle's all right. But
there was also a cat in the apartment who did make its way down to the second floor where the building's owner lives. As you can see, the cat got out all right. The occupant of the third floor apartment was not home at the time of the fire, but firefighters were interviewing him at the scene after the fire broke out. Hazleton police also responded to the fire and cited Rhiannon Dawn Rodriguez after drug paraphernalia was found in the residence. There are 2 apartments in this building. Leschko says the second floor apartment is fine, but the third floor will need repairs and a good cleaning before anyone can live in it again. A stabbing in Wilkes-Barre last night. It happened near North Washington Street and George Avenue in Parsons. But there was a blood trail which led to Cork's Bar and Restaurant at Madison and West Elm Streets. The victim says he was attacked, but police say the victim's version of where it happened does not add up. Police have not identified the victim and have not said anything about suspects, but it may be another instance of so-called apple picking. Well, apple picking has become a big problem in Wilkes-Barre. Our L.A. Tyrone explains.
Apple picking is the street term for robbing a cell phone. Now, generally, assailants will ask to borrow a cell phone and either run off with it or attack the owner and steal whatever else he or she is carrying. City Police Chief Jerry DeSoy says police have documented 17 phones stolen this year, both in robberies and simple thefts. And there's been a recent string of attacks and robberies, with a cell phone being one of the targets. DeSoy has expanded a nighttime downtown unit to focus on trouble spots as they pop up. He also says one group of assailants is responsible for most of the recent string. Like he says, 2 robberies Wednesday night on Academy Street appear to be unrelated. In that case, one juvenile was attacked by 9 men with their faces covered. A few hours later, about 3:45 a.m., a man was jumped from behind on Public Square. The most recent apple-picking incident was Tuesday night. A teenager asked to borrow a man's phone at the Intermodal Center a little after 11 o'clock. When the victim turned it over, the robber ran away with it, and when the victim followed, several other teenagers attacked him. City officials are warning residents not to loan their cell phones to strangers and not to chase robbers if their phone is taken. L.A. Tyrone, WYLN's late edition.
Thanks, L.A. 36-year-old Shantae Thomas of Wilkes-Barre will stand trial for the shooting death of 40-year-old Derek Caudill.
My husband didn't have no weapons. He shot him when his back was turned. In the back of his head. He murdered him. Flat out. That's it.
I don't think he committed murder. Yes, he did kill a man, and yes, he is suffering for that. But his family and him, he was protecting his family.
Two very different views expressed today following the preliminary hearing for Thomas in Luzerne County Court. Those wearing white shirts were in support of Cottle, who was shot and killed following a dispute about a basketball game at Cole Street Park back in April. Those in the black T-shirts came out to support Thomas, who was accused of murdering Cottle during a melee on Cole Street this spring. Thomas said Cottle was in a group that attacked his son. His attorney, Peter Moses, argued Thomas acted in self-defense. Police say the April 25th shooting began with an altercation near Cole Street between Cottle's son and Thomas's son, Devin Thomas. District Judge Martin Kane sent the charges to court today. Thomas is now in the Luzerne County Prison without bail. Concerned parents of kindergarten students in the Hazleton Area School District are planning to be in the audience Tuesday night for the monthly meeting of the Hazleton Area School Board. Now, this is video from this week's committee meetings. The parents are concerned over the possible elimination of special subjects, including music, art, and gym, for their children in the 2013-14 school year. As we reported, the group has created a Facebook page entitled Kindergartners Need Specials Too. On that page is an invitation for parents concerned about the potential loss of the special subjects to attend Tuesday's board meeting. The board will vote on its budget at that time. The meeting is set for Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the District Administration Building. Hazleton police are investigating an incident involving a Luzerne County transport bus. The call originally came in as a bus having its window shot out. It happened just before 3 on Thursday in the area of Poplar Street and the Arthur Gardner Parkway. After making contact with the bus driver, police determined the window was damaged as a dark blue vehicle attempted to pass the bus along the shoulder area of the Beltway. Now, according to police, the bus was struck by several stones, which were kicked up by the tires of the passing vehicle, damaging that bus window. Anyone who may have witnessed the incident or who has any information regarding it is asked to call 911. Fairway Chevrolet in Hazel Township is gearing up for its 20th annual Corvette Car Show this weekend. This empty lot will soon be filled with Corvettes from 1953 to 2013, even custom cars. Jim Carrazza, dealer and operator at Fairway Chevrolet Subaru, tells us each year the show gets bigger with over 100 Corvettes expected.
You have to have a Corvette to display, but it's open to anybody. Anybody can come in. There's no charge to enter. There's no fees. We do judge the cars by different classes, different generations of Corvettes. There's a judging system going on, and we give out trophies at the end. The show is from 11 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. The trophies are given out at 2:30. There's a DJ here, music, there's food. I mean, it's all kind of things going on. So it's a great day to come out, and you don't have to own a Corvette. You just have to love Corvettes and come out, walk around, look around. You know, there's no charge or anything like that.
Now again, that car show begins tomorrow at 11 a.m. and runs till 2:30 at Fairway Chevrolet on Route 309. As Carrazza says, make sure you stop by because you never know what kind of Corvette, new or old, you will see. Well, yesterday in sports, Beth Mensinger told you about the 7th annual Northeast Shoot for a Cure sports shooting event at Whitetail Preserve in Black Creek Township, raising money for leukemia and lymphoma research. WILN stopped by the shooting range this afternoon where about 60 shooters were wrapping up the two-day event. Shoot for the Cure is a national organization based out of Oakley, California, sponsored by a number of local labor unions. Mark Gagliardi is National Event Chair for Shoot for a Cure.
We've been around for 11 years. We do 15 events nationwide, starting in California and ending in California. And we're about halfway through our year right now. We're, making the big loop. And we raised, in 11 years, we've raised at $1.8 million net. And we average somewhere between 140 and 200,000 a year.
Joe Nigro, General President of SMART, a transportation union, was one of the many participants in the fundraiser yesterday and today.
I had a great time, and as far as shooting, if there's 100 shots, I probably hit 2 or 3, but I didn't come here because I was a good shooter. I came here for the camaraderie and the fact that we're supporting such a great organization. And I really think that more labor ought to get involved in this, more service unions, the whole AFL. I'm really proud of what they're doing here, and the unselfishness of all these people. They all give time and energy, and I'm really proud to be part of it.
Now, Shoot for the Cure not only raises money for blood diseases like leukemia, but also for multiple sclerosis, disabled veterans, and disadvantaged children. For more information, visit their website at shootforacure.us. This past Wednesday was Stand for Children's Day. The day is sponsored by the Child Advocacy Committee of the United Way of Greater Hazleton. Ken Cara has more on how the local United Way and other organizations are taking a stand for kids.
Imagine that you're 6 years old again, and by using your imagination, you come up with a super cool new superhero. Now imagine that that picture is stuck in your head because you have no way to put it on paper and bring it to life. Eventually, that image may be lost forever. A great story that was never able to be told. This is where the United Way of Greater Hazleton comes in with some of their member agencies. It's their Smart Start program that swoops in and comes to the rescue. This is one of the heroes, Karen Ann Kowalczyk, president of the Luzerne County chapter of Thrivent Financial for Lutherans.
It's helping the children who don't have school supplies go to school the first day and have all the equipment they need to start and do a good job in school.
The Luzerne County chapter of Thrivent Financial for Lutherans is helping with funds for the Smart Start program. While the Smart Start program will accept all school supplies, they are requesting a few specific items.
This year we're looking primarily for art supplies because we're looking for children who may, have that creative sense but don't have the supplies to be able to develop that creativity. So we're looking for crayons, and we're looking for watercolors, sketchbooks, any of those kinds of things that could help a child become successful in, the creative aspect of their lives.
If you would like to help out, you can donate supplies to local businesses and doctors' offices participating in the program from July 9th to August 16th. You can also make monetary donations by making checks out to the United Way of Greater Hazleton. You can then mail your check to 134 South Wyoming Street, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, 18201.
People in Hazleton could use school supplies, pencils, notebooks, pens. Please donate.
For more information and for a list of participating businesses, call the United Way of Greater Hazleton at 455-9515 or United Charities at 455-1529. In Hazleton for WILN's Late Edition, I'm Ken Cara.
Thanks, Kenny. That kickoff for the Smart Start program was held at the Hazleton YMYWCA earlier this week. Well, the sights, sounds, and aromas from the McAdoo Fire Company filled Kennedy Drive this evening in McAdoo. It was the first time in over 3 decades that the company has hosted its annual bazaar. We spoke to Deputy Fire Chief Bob Leschko on the reincarnation of the event.
We've been busy the last 2 days. Yesterday was real busy for a Thursday night. Tonight we're starting off real busy again. So for not having it for so long and it just now coming back, we really are having a great success. People are really coming out and supporting us. Everybody actually has come up and said they're having a great time, and they're glad we started it back up again.
There was another reason for celebration this year. The fire company was recently awarded a FEMA grant, only one of 2 given out in Schuylkill County.
Got notification today that we were awarded a FEMA grant from the federal government for exhaust system to put into the building, and also for a new set of rescue tools. So we're pretty excited about that, and it really makes our bazaar even much better.
Al Barnhart, who volunteered for the bazaar, had something else to celebrate.
I feel like a new man since the transplant. I would encourage everyone to at least look into it if they have a loved one or a relative or just even stranger. It's very simple. All you have to do is when you renew your license, you could become an organ donor. In my case, it happened to be a kidney. I was going through dialysis August of last year. I recently had the transplant, and I feel like a new man since the transplant.
Wow, we're glad to see Al looking so great. Now, the chance to attend this evening's festivities, you can stop by tomorrow between noon and 10 p.m. to revel in the fire company's tasty cuisine and family entertainment. The evening will wrap up with a fireworks display starting at 10 o'clock as well. And our Gary Perna was in the video working there as well. Well, this almost sounds like a sitcom plot. A woman hides her wedding ring in a box in the closet. Then the husband holds a yard sale, selling the box with a $23,000 ring inside. It really happened in Louisiana. INN's Elizabeth Cohan has details.
It's a reunion 12 days in the making.
I just can't wait any longer.
That Raquel and Eric Kluche didn't think would happen.
Welcome back.
It all started when Raquel, about to give birth, took off her wedding ring for safekeeping.
Whenever you're pregnant, your fingers start to swell, so I thought it'd be a good idea to take it off.
Stashing it inside an empty box that holds watches tucked away in this closet, Oh, and Raquel failed to mention her secret hiding place to her husband, Eric.
He felt like I should have told him that the ring was in there. I didn't think that because it's my ring.
Raquel still in the hospital recovering after giving birth to baby number 4. Eric rushed home for an annual neighborhood yard sale. Grabbing the box for the sale and selling it to a woman for $5, not knowing his wife's $23,000 diamond ring was inside.
I saw the box and said, there's going to be something nice. We don't use that.
Raquel returned home from the hospital the next day discovering the box was gone.
And he's like, I sold it. I'm like, you sold it? You sold the box? And he's like, yeah, why? And I'm like, my wedding ring was inside the box.
After a desperate plea to the media, she began to lose hope.
There's moments where I was starting to feel like, okay, maybe this is just pointless, I need to give it up.
Turns out that female buyer had given the box to her daughter and son-in-law who found the ring inside.
We saw the article just a couple hours later.
Raquel, now reunited with her beloved ring, is thankful for the kindness of strangers.
There are good Samaritans out there, a good way to end the week. That's a look at tonight's top stories. Well, hopefully we have a good forecast in store for us for our weekend. Meteorologist Joe Garbachik's in the Weather Center now with our preview. Joe?
Thanks very much, Lisa. Overall, this weekend shaping up to be pretty nice. We're going to turn on the heat. We're going to turn on the humidity. It is officially summer, and it's going to feel like it before all is said and done. We'll talk about it coming up next.
The High Mountain Craft Beer Festival is Saturday, June 22nd from 1 to 5 at the Best Western Genetti Inn and Suites in Hazleton. The festival benefits the Hazleton Rotary Scholarship. Come sample over 40 great craft beers, taste some great food, and listen to some great music provided by one of Northeastern Pennsylvania's premier cover bands, Ostrich Hat. You must be 21 to enter, and tickets are available in advance or on the day of the festival. Craft beer lovers, don't miss the High Mountain Craft Beer Festival, Saturday, June 22nd.
SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, it's their summer buy one, get one free sale with over 30 free items available. New episodes coming soon only on WYLN.
Well, officially it is summer across our area. It got underway slightly after 1 o'clock this morning, and it's going to be feeling very summer-like over the next several days. And we can pick our summer, whichever one you want. We have solar summer, which goes from May, June, and July. You have meteorological summer, which is June, July, and August. And of course, now we are officially in astronomical summer, so we're in each one of these right now. Solar, meteorological, now astronomical summer. Astronomical summer will officially come to an end on September 22nd, and once we get to that point, we officially begin fall. Live 35 Skycast Doppler, nothing showing up across our area. It continues to be dry across all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, 65 degrees, pressure coming in at 30.20 inches of mercury, and it has been dry since midnight, and a wind's really not much of a factor as I speak. Our Robert Stevens Face and Body Almanac page for the day, 79 and 57. That's practically as close to where we should be for this time of year. 96 and 45, the record high and low, they still stand. 532, 839, sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. So over the past 24 hours, temperature-wise, generally, we got down into the 50s to near 60 degrees and then warming up into the 80s in most locations. Some of the cooler locations only in the upper 70s. 64 now in New Angola, 70 in Berwick, 66 in Shenandoah, 67 in Monterey City, 69 in Bloomsburg, and 70 degrees out there in Danville. Satellite and radar, just a couple of clouds making their way throughout the state of Pennsylvania. But other than that, not a whole lot going on. We'll stay on the dry side of things through tonight, through tomorrow night. In fact, Sunday right now looks like it should be dry. And we're going to crank up those numbers. We'll be back up into the 80s. The humidity levels will return as well. And then going into next week, a return to the chance of a couple of those scattered showers and thunderstorms with the summertime heat across our region. But until then, hey, not looking too bad. You can see right through Sunday, I think we're going to stay dry at this point. Here's a look at the numbers through tonight. 50s. Tomorrow we're up into the 80s. Some locations still in the upper 70s in the cooler locations, and only dropping down into the 60s heading into tomorrow night, noontime hour on Sunday. Many locations will already be in the 80s. So some very warm air heading in our direction. Humid air as well. Tonight, though, in 50s to near 60 statewide, and tomorrow, most locations will be up into the 80s with a lot of sunshine. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys division of Arc Electric. Well, we crank up the heat, we crank up the humidity over the next several days. We're in the 80s for tomorrow and Sunday, staying in the 80s through just about all of next week. A shower or thunderstorm any one of those days. Gets a little bit cooler as we go toward the ending part of next week. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the daily 550 to big 40272. Quinto numbers looking like this, 64836. And a cash 5, 27, 16, 32, and 35. Lisa.
Thank you, Joe. Coming up, day one's in the books. You still have 2 more days to experience Riverfest. Ann Gownley has the details next on Late Edition.
Hi, I'm Liz Tolan. I'd like to invite you to the first annual COPS event. It's taking place on September 21st right here at the Butler Township Community Center. This event, brought to you by WILN 35 in Hazleton, the Greater Hazleton Health Alliance, and other area sponsors, will consist of a 5K run, 5K walk, kids fun run, open air concert, free cookout for the community, crafters, tricky trays, and so much more. Proceeds from this event will go to benefit 4 area police departments. When you call these men and the men and women they serve with, they're going to be there for you. Won't you take one day out of your busy schedule and be there for them?
Hey everyone, want some close-to-home fun? Join the Keystone Active Zone Passport program to create your own backyard adventure exploring parks, trails, and events. It's fun, easy, and it's free. This year's Passport has more than 30 stops. Enjoy Riverfest in Wilkes-Barre and Pittston. Explore the Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor and more. Register at kazpassport.org. Visit as many stops as you want. Each stop has a question. Find the answers and log them in on the website. Start exploring today.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce welcomes all vendors and crafters to participate in the downtown Hazleton Farmers Market beginning Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 20 West Broad Street. To become a vendor, call 570-455-1509 or email info@hazletonchamber.org. WILN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton and surrounding areas. We offer a competitive salary and benefits package. Call 956-5772.
When it comes to the Wire Guys, you are going to have an amazing experience. And if it means giving you back your money, plus, I'm going to do it. We guarantee everything. 112% money back guarantee. Labor and material guaranteed for a year. So you don't really need to worry about it. You're going to walk up to the wall, throw the switch, put your power cords in, the outlets, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. Call me. Your time is valuable. If we're late, you get paid.
All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tamaqua, PA is a 3-generation family-owned and operated dealership entering their 33rd year of business and continues to uphold the family philosophy that every customer should be treated as part of the family. Stop in and let them show you how they honor these values. You'll meet a family member in every department, from finding your new car in sales to low interest rates and financing and extending your vehicle's life and service.
Give us the opportunity to show you. We're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you.
Join us this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. We're going to talk about trigger points. Just because you have a pain in your neck doesn't necessarily mean the problem's not in your back, or vice versa. Tim's going to explain to you how that works and how he can help. It's all coming up this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Join us.
Welcome back. It was a beautiful night to kick off a big event in Wilkes-Barre, the annual Wyoming Valley River Fest, and WILN was broadcasting live from 5 until 8 p.m. this evening. Our Ann Galney recaps the festivities.
Music, food, arts, fun activities for one and all, and of course the Susquehanna River. As the first day of summer kicks off with blue skies and summer heat, so does the Wyoming Valley River Fest 2013 in Wilkes-Barre. The event takes place at Nesbitt Park and the River Commons. Classic Rock Express kicked off the night playing the classics and today's hits. The three-day event focuses on environmental awareness and education in a fun-filled family atmosphere.
All weekend we'll have a lot of fun. We'll have some excitement. We'll have food vendors. We have a lot of stuff for kids. Tonight we have free fishing right here on the pier, courtesy of the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission. You don't need your license today. You just come on down. We have some folks here with some jump ropes for kids. We also have a community mural being painted that kids can get involved in.
At 7 o'clock this evening, it was the Awake of the Dragon ceremony with children leading the parade. Mayday says it's a big tradition in the Chinese culture and explains to us why they do it.
When the dragons leave a race, they're so tired they have to go to sleep for a while. When they get to their next event, we have to wake them up. And the way we do that is we have to paint the center of the eye black. It's called dotting the eye. This tradition goes back 2,000 years to China. So once we do that, then the dragons are awake and they're ready to roar again on the Susquehanna River.
Staying with the dragon theme, tomorrow afternoon, 11 teams from Wilkes-Barre and the surrounding communities will come down to the river banks and learn how to paddle dragon boats. The race will kick off on Sunday, and Garrick McKinnon, the production manager for 22 Dragons, says it's not as easy as many would think and tells us what they can expect.
You know what, we're going to be taking all the teams out tomorrow on the water, giving them a quick rundown of what they have to do a quick practice with them, show them kind of how to paddle, how to move this boat as quickly as they can, and educate them on, how they're going to be able to win this race on Sunday. So it's going to be pretty interesting to get the teams out there for the practices for the first time if they haven't been in the boat before, and teach them kind of the basics of how to paddle in a dragon boat. A lot of people get in, they think, oh, it's just like a pleasure canoe. It's a little bit different, a little bit more aggressive.
History will also be made tomorrow night on the River Commons, and Mayday says it's something you won't want to miss.
Polka on the River Commons. Stanky and the coal miners, they're going to be right here. People have been asking for it, so we said let's try it out. So from 6 to 8:30, that's going to be going on. And then on Sunday, from 10 and 3, the dragon boats will be racing on the river.
There is plenty for all ages to do here at Riverfest 2013, but the kids we spoke with say the most exciting part was to be able to fish here on the Susquehanna River with all of their friends.
I'm fishing and I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
Are you having fun with the other kids being able to fish?
Yeah.
Did you catch anything?
No, not yet. Nobody's catched anything.
We came out here, rode our bikes over, and we had a dinner over at the taco hut, and we just came out to fish a little, have some fun.
Pretty fun, exciting when other kids experience the outdoors. Just having a great time, that's about it.
Walt Dietz, the outdoor education coordinator for the PA Fish and Boat Commission, says having the free fishing is a great event to get the kids outside to be with all their friends.
It's a great event and it's a great opportunity. We're really happy to be part of it. The fact that we can get out here and get people that may be living in the area here, have never fished before, out on the waterway, fishing for free. We're providing the bait, providing all the equipment. That's the Fish and Boat Commission, and people can come down here and give some fishing a try.
We spoke with one woman who says this event is something great for the community that she hopes continues for many years to come.
I think the importance of the Riverfest here
is at least it's a yearly thing. The community could get together. You get to meet people you didn't know before, and everybody seems to get a happy tune of what's going on because they could be part of it. And I don't think it should only be one time. They should have more of this for Wilkes-Barre Scratch. Anybody's welcome, anybody.
There will be plenty of events for those of all ages through Sunday, so make sure you stop down at the River Commons or Nesbitt Park and see what the Wyoming Valley Riverfest 2013 has to offer. In Wilkes-Barre for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
Thanks, Ann. And WYLN will be back at the Riverfest tomorrow from 6 until 8:30. We'll be broadcasting live when Stanky and the Coal Miners will be there playing, so come on down and say hi. When we come back, Beth is in with a big night of sports. Stay tuned.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
You work hard at fundraising events for your organization. What better way to raise awareness to your cause than to wear a custom embroidered or screen printed shirt from CTC Apparel Plus. CTC makes it easy to create t-shirts that get your message out. Not only do we have packages at different levels that are affordable, but the t-shirts will be name brand, stylish, and comfortable. All it takes is a minimum of 25 shirts to start promoting. There are no setup fees or deposits required. Call CTC today at 570-454-3754.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, announcing how everybody can make the Grand Central connection with the grand opening of our second location on Route 93 across from Berger Family Dealerships. During our grand opening celebration, take part in our weekly $300 Hazel Park gift certificate giveaway. Grand opening price is up to 50% off, free delivery, and up to 36 months interest-free financing. And remember, shop Grand Central, where your house becomes a home.
Join us at Carmen's Country Inn, where Happily Ever After begins on Sunday, June 30th from noon until 3 for the wedding show of the season, Beautiful Beginnings. The area's finest in service and products will be on hand to show you how you can make your dream day come true. Enjoy a fashion show by Wedding Bells Bridal Shop. Sample a wine designed especially for the occasion by Simply Homebrew. Not planning a wedding? Join us anyway for great ideas on how to make your next social event spectacular. Join us and bring your friends. This event is free and open to the public.
It's that time of the year again, not just the first day of summer, but the District 18 Little League Tournament. Tonight, a number of games were held in the 11 and 12-year-old division. We begin in Hazel Township, where the kids hosted Freeland. Bottom of 2, Freeland up 2-1, and shortstop Kyle Fanek is making sure that they keep that lead as he starts the 6-3 double play. Derek Barna on the mound for Freeland, and he ends the inning with that strikeout right there. Then we're going to go to Scotty Campbell. He's pitching for Hazel Township, and he throws a nice breaking ball and gets the hitting look for the out. This is a nice diving stop by Hazel Township's Brandon DeRosa. He then tosses to second to end the inning, and they will go on to win it 9-3. Moving into the city, Hazleton Little League faced off with Towamensing. Top 5, Hazleton is up, running with a runner on first, but the catcher throws to Eric Bumgart, who applies the tag, stands tall, and gets the runner. That is caught stealing. Luke Eitner, he will get the strikeout to end the inning with Towamensing up 9-2. Bottom 5, here's a big strikeout from Greelin Baez with a runner on second. But the next batter, Etner, gets a single and drives the run. Towamensing would go on to win 12-2. Behind the elementary school in West Hazleton, the All-Stars from the borough faced off with the boys from Valley West. Top 1, 1 out and 2 on for Jonathan Pick, and he goes to the trees. That's a 3-run home run, and it's 3-0 Valley West. 2 outs in the inning. He's still taking it. that shot. 2 outs in the inning. There's 2 runners on, and John Calnus of West Hazelton makes sure they don't score. A nice grab there in right field. West Hazelton looking for offense, and here's a hot shot up the middle by Austin Yeager, and that will be a double. There's 2 outs now, and Valley West catcher Ryan throws to Brady Antolik. They catch the runner trying to steal to get Valley West out of the inning, and Valley West will shut out West Hazelton 9-0. A few other scores from around District 18. Franklin Township, they will get the win 10-7 over Tri-County. Tamaqua had huge bats tonight, obviously scoring 23 runs, and a close one in Freeland between Whitehaven and Valley East. Whitehaven squeaks out the 1-run win. And lastly, Lansford moving on in the over Anthracite 14-2. Russ Kanzler was back in town tonight. His Norfolk Tide visiting the Rail Riders. We'll have the highlights in the second half of sports. But first, Lisa's back on the desk with your top story recap.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA. Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WILN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Live, America's favorite pastime on your local network, WILN TV 35. See the Major League Stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WILN TV 35. Visit WILNTV.com for a complete Iron Pig schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WILN, your home for live sports.
Recapping tonight's top stories, no one was injured during a fire in Hazleton this afternoon. Damage was limited thanks in part to a quick response from Hazleton City firefighters. Crews responded to 21 East 3rd Street where they found moderate smoke coming from a third-floor apartment. The fire started in a closet just off the kitchen and damaged various items in the closet like this vacuum cleaner. The fire was limited to the closet. Hazleton Fire Chief Donald Leschko says the fire does not appear to be suspicious and it could have been a lot worse if not for the quick response from firefighters.
What was happening already is we could see the heat marks already on the wall. The heat was starting to build very intensely in the building. Stuff started to melt. Actually, you'll see some of the ceiling fans and all that were starting to melt. Plus, there's a turtle up there in the tank. The turtle's doing fine. We checked that. The turtle's in fresh water, so the turtle's all right. But
there was also a cat in the apartment who did make its way down to the second floor where the building's owner lives. As you can see, the cat got out all right. The occupant of the third floor apartment was not home at the time of the fire, but firefighters were interviewing him on scene after the fire was out. Hazleton police responded to the fire and cited Rhiannon Dawn Rodriguez after drug paraphernalia was found in the residence. There are 2 apartments in the building. Leschko says the second floor apartment is fine, but the third floor will need repairs and a good cleaning before anyone can live in it. A stabbing last night in Wilkes-Barre. It happened near North Washington Street and George Avenue in Parsons. But there was a blood trail which led to Cork's Bar and Restaurant at Madison and West Elm. The victim says he was attacked. Police say the victim's version of where it happened does not add up. Police have not identified the victim and have not said anything about suspects. But it may be another instance of so-called apple picking. And apple picking has become a big problem in Wilkes-Barre. Our L.A. Tyrone has more.
Apple picking is the street term for robbing a cell phone. Now, generally, assailants will ask to borrow a cell phone and either run off with it or attack the owner and steal whatever else he or she is carrying. City Police Chief Jerry DeSoy says police have documented 17 phones stolen this year, both in robberies and simple thefts. And there's been a recent string of attacks and robberies, with a cell phone being one of the targets. DeSoy has expanded a nighttime downtown unit to focus on trouble spots as they pop up. He also says one group of assailants is responsible for most of the recent string. Like it says, 2 robberies Wednesday night on Academy Street appear to be unrelated. In that case, one juvenile was attacked by 9 men with their faces covered. A few hours later, about 3:45 a.m., a man was jumped from behind on Public Square. The most recent apple-picking incident was Tuesday night. A teenager asked to borrow a man's phone at the Intermodal Center a little after 11 o'clock. When the victim turned it over, the robber ran away with it, and when the victim followed, several other teenagers attacked him. City officials are warning residents not to loan their cell phones to strangers and not to chase robbers if their phone is taken. L.A., it's around WILN's Late Edition.
Thanks, L.A., and that's a look at tonight's recaps. When we come back, would you ever consider becoming a human guinea pig? We'll have that story, plus Beth is back in with the second half of sports.
And we've got some very hot, humid weather to talk about now that summer is officially here. We'll talk about all that great weather coming up next.
Bottleneck Saloon and Eatery, now open on the Square in Wilkes-Barre. Stop by to see us for lunch to break up and brighten up your day. Or get it to go. Our lunch menu ranges from light to all right, with signature salads, saloon-style sandwiches, crunchy rings, Nipa's best wings, and draft drinks to power you through the afternoon. After work, we're there to help you unwind with friends. Put little bottlenecks in your day. Bottleneck Saloon and Eatery, now on the Square. See you there.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. For chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and trophy trout fishermen, which is why we've built our new Discoverer AT3 for all traction, all terrain, all the time performance. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Welcome back. Need some extra money? Well, you could do what some people do. Offer to become a human medical guinea pig. INN's Frankie Thompson has more.
Ever think about selling your body to science? That's exactly what Ellis Gibbons does for an extra paycheck.
That was a good way to make a quick buck.
A quick buck companies like Quality Clinical Research are willing to pay to test new medications.
Every drug that is ever produced in America has to go through this process of research.
That's where patients like Gibbons comes in.
I was part of a ankle study, and it was a week, 7 days of actual work, and they paid me $400.
Don't have time to go to testing centers? There's an easier way to earn some money. Sophia Cunningham is a traveling musician who donates plasma.
I would recommend doing it for extra gas money, cash.
The quick income helps her pay for those extra expenses so she can focus on her music.
You can conceivably make, what, $35 an hour doing that? So, if you have extra time and you're not afraid of needles, then yeah, you can donate your plasma. It's super easy.
Yes, it does pay to donate and participate in testing, but the real payback is contributing to the medical industry. Take reproductive donations, for example, like sperm and eggs. Both would help those in need start a family.
The pregnancy rates after egg donation are about 20% higher than they are with couples who are using the woman's own eggs.
The Heartland Center for Reproductive Medicine offers $5,000 for each successful egg donation. The center pays up to $20,000 for 4 donations to keep its success rate going. But donating sperm isn't as easy as it used to be. Doctors say it's because there aren't as many sperm banks available.
When a sperm donor goes to a sperm bank, they are compensated for that, but they have to go through a lot to accept that compensation.
The pay is good, about $800 per specimen. But doctors say sperm donors are required to take several days off work every 6 months until they've fulfilled all requirements. Quality clinical research also pays patients for their time. But is the money worth risking your health?
There's always going to be side effects, either it's race or age or size, just depending on the patient. Different drugs react different ways depending on your health.
You always hear horror stories about, people's face swelling up or their lips swelling up when they've got to try new stuff, or, their hands. It was very painless.
Though the procedure could be hazardous, Cunningham and Gibbons both know the importance behind their donations.
If I was in some dire situation, I would expect the hospital to have everything I need. In some cases, I'm sure it includes plasma.
I'm here to further medical research, and get paid to do so. Why not?
Because he knows whatever he's selling, medics are buying. Frankie Thompson reporting for INN News.
Very interesting. Well, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. Time to find out what's going on this weekend with our Crystal Harris.
And besides Riverfest in Wilkes-Barre, here's what else is up this weekend. You can still head out to Breakers at the Mohegan Sun Casino in Wilkes-Barre tonight to see 80s cover band Bad Hair Day. That show goes until 1:30 a.m. And then tomorrow night, local favorite Cartoon performs at Breakers from 9:30 p.m. until 1:30 a.m. Eagle Rock Resort is hosting their annual flea market tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Panorama parking lot. Rain or shine, you won't want to miss out on this. Whitetail Preserve on Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg is hosting a Shoot for a Cure to benefit leukemia tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. The shoot includes 100 targets, a 25-target flurry, plus dinner and prizes at 1 p.m. Then on Sunday, you can take part in the Honey Hole Longbeards Shoot, Jake, Take, Aim event, which also includes trap, skeet, and .22 caliber. Enjoy great shooting, great food, and the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve, plus support some great causes. Fairway Chevrolet on Route 309 in Hazel Township is host to the Ultimate Corvette Show tomorrow from 11 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. There will be over 100 vets on display and trophies will be awarded. New and used Corvettes will also be for sale at the dealership. Food vendors will be on hand and the event will feature music by DJ Jim Dino. There are no entry or admission fees and the rain date is scheduled for Sunday. The second annual High Mountain Craft Beer Fest takes place tomorrow beginning at 1 p.m. at Genetti's in Hazleton. The festival will feature over 40 varieties of craft beer from local vendors, lots of great food, plus entertainment by our very own Jeff Bonomo and Ostrich Hat. Ticket cost is $20 in advance, $25 at the door, or $10 for the designated driver. Proceeds from the event benefit the Hazleton Rotary's Scholarship Fund. Anthracite Region AACA Car Cruise takes place tomorrow at the Laurel Mall off Route 93, so be sure to stop by and check it out between 4 and 8 p.m. This is a rain or shine event, and proceeds from the event will benefit the AM Vets Post 1 McAdoo. Miracles for Melanie, its chicken and stuffing dinner and tricky tray raffle will be served tomorrow. That's 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. at Christ Lutheran Church on Main Street in Cunningham. Ticket cost is $10 for ages 12 and up, $4 for ages 4 through 11, and kids under 4 eat for free. The dinner benefits Melanie Podani Cole, who is battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer. The PTPA is still on stage this weekend with their performance of The Outsiders. Remaining showtimes are tomorrow at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. A buffet is served 90 minutes prior to curtain, and ticket prices range from $10 up to $32. Call 454-5451 for tickets or for more information. You can head over to the McAdoo Fire Company tomorrow night for the Fire Company's annual bazaar. It runs from noon until 10 p.m. As always, there will be lots of great food for sale, plus entertainment by North of 40 from 7 until 10 p.m. and fireworks starting at 10. Shakers on Broad Street in downtown Hazleton is bringing back the Mechanical Bull, so stop by tomorrow night after 10 p.m. and take a spin. There will be a $5 cover at the door. The Beaver Meadows Citizens for Recreation are sponsoring a summer concert in the park series on Sunday. The concert is free to the public and will feature polka music by the Swing Masters. It's from 6 until 8 p.m. in Memorial Park in Beaver Meadows. Bring a blanket or a chair, and refreshments will be for sale. On Monday at the Laurel Mall, you can take part in the American Cancer Society's Look Good, Feel Better program. The program runs from 1 until 3 p.m. at the mall. And then on Friday, you can donate the gift of life by giving blood, that is. You can stop by the mall between the hours of 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. to help out the American Red Cross's blood drive. And it's not too late to sign up for the YMCA's annual Partners for Youth golf tournament. The golf tourney takes place on Friday the 28th, so sign up now. Cost is $80 per golfer or $320 per foursome. Registration is at noon with a shotgun start at 1 p.m. at Edgewood in the Pines in Drums. And that's what's up this weekend. Stay with us for more Late Edition coming up right here only on WILN.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341.
For a dealer that will take the time to get to know our needs.
And hook me up with something that has some all-wheel drive and some power. Bam!
And what will you be using the car for primarily?
Cycling, snowboarding, kayaking, you know.
Gardening, antiquing, and commuting to work.
I've got just the car.
And we've got just the dealer.
The right car.
The right price.
The right dealer. Fairway Subaru. Yeah.
Come to the McAdoo Fire Company's annual bazaar Thursday, June 20th, Friday, June 21st, and Saturday, June 22nd at the McAdoo Fire Company's grounds located on South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo. On June 20th, it's DJ Music Master from 4 to 10. June 21st, music from Rail. And on Saturday, June 22nd, it's music from North of 40. Also on Saturday night, have a blast with the fireworks at the McAdoo Fire Company Annual Bazaar. Come for the great food and the great entertainment.
Enjoy the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range's Trap, Skeet, and Sporting Clays course. No waiting and no lines. First time shooting? Whitetail Preserve employs certified instructors to help you get the most out of your experience. Hungry? The restaurant at Whitetail has a great menu to satisfy and offers catering for all occasions. Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, approximately 13 miles west of Hazleton and just 1 hour from Allentown, Reading, and the Delaware Water Gap. 118 Boulevard Road, just off the Rockland Road near Rock Glen. 384-2314.
Tonight, the 38 and 36 Norfolk Tide made a stop in Moosic at PNC Field for Game 1 of their 4-game series with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Hazleton area grad Russ Kanzler was playing first base for the Tides the past few games. Tonight, he was in the lineup at DH trying to make something happen in front of his home crowd since the Tides have lost 9 games straight. Bottom of the first, we move. Cody Grice will be on base with Fernando Martinez to the plate. Martinez will get an RBI single in the book with the liner to right field. He will then get to second on the right fielder's error for the Tides. Still bottom 1, Dan Johnson doubles to left field. He will bring in Martinez right there around the bases, and the Rail Riders go up 2-0. Top of the second, Kanzler up to the plate, and you could hear the cheers. The cheers were audible for the former Cougar. 2 pitches in for the out bat, and he grounds out to the pitcher, Zach Nutting. Moving to the third, Martinez will get another run batted in with the grounder to right. Corey Patterson will score for the 3-0 lead. No outs for the Rail Riders. Johnson will be called to the plate again. He will sac fly out to center fielder Jason Pridey, but the Rail Riders will get another run. Norfolk, though, makes a big comeback in the 9th inning to break their losing streak. Kanzler ends up going 0-4 in the start of the series in Scranton. The final at PNC Field. Norfolk wins 5-4. After investigating the June 12th dirt car crash that killed NASCAR driver Jason Leffler, New Jersey State Police put the blame on a mechanical problem. A report was released stating that part of the sprint car's suspension system broke, causing a stray piece to lodge between a wheel and the car's steering system. When this happened, Leffler lost control and crashed into a concrete wall after turn 4 of the Bridgeport Speedway. And after playing 2 games for the Fightin' Phils in Reading, the Philadelphia Phillies activated second baseman Chase Utley from the 15-day disabled list tonight. Utley went out with a strained oblique injury in May. Tonight he was back in the lineup in order to make room on the roster. Philly optioned Michael Martinez to the Iron Pigs. Now let's see how those teams did tonight. Tonight on the scoreboard, first in the Eastern League, Reading wins 5-3 over Richmond in Game 1 of their series. Akron also with the 13-4 win. The Iron Pigs, they get the W 4-2. And in the majors, The Rays fell to the Yanks 6-2. The Blue Jays over the Orioles 7-6, and Pittsburgh up 3-0 in the second. In the third, the A's have a 2-run lead. National League, Chase Utley couldn't help. The Phillies fell to the Mets 4-3, and the Nats, they win 2-1 over the Rockies. The Reds trailing by 3 runs in the third inning to the D-backs. Miami, they go up on the Giants in the second by 1, and after a rain delay, the Cubs win 3-1 over the Houston Astros. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. is Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Blackhawks and the Bruins. That series tied at 2. Make sure you tune in for that. Garbacik, he's coming back next with the rest of your weather.
WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton and surrounding areas. We offer a competitive salary and benefits package. Call 956-5772.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
WILN will be at the oldest motorsporting event in America, the Giants of Spare. WILN will again give you all the turn-by-turn coverage with Marty Burns. WILN TV 35, the station to turn to when you want live sports.
All righty, we turn back the time back in 1918. In Utah, it was a bad day for some sheep. 504 sheep. Yeah, I don't make this up. 504 sheep were killed by a single bolt. I'm not making fun of them. I'm really not. But 504 by a single bolt of lightning. And you people out there talk about a bad hair day. This is bad for the sheep. All right, let's just get out of that. All right, Live 35 Skycast Doppler. It was sad for the animals, but it was in 1918. All right. There you can see nothing showed up radar-wise. Looking good across the state of Pennsylvania. 64 outside our TV station in Hazleton right now, and we have not seen any rainfall since the midnight hour. Pressure coming in at 30.21 inches of mercury. And our winds, again, have been relatively light, not much of a factor. And that's the good news. 63 now, Mount Pocono, 72, Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 74. In Selinsgrove, 76 in Williamsport, 73 degrees in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke through Wilkes-Barre, Kingston and Pittston, your temperatures holding in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Skycast precipitation and clouds. Just a couple of clouds through our area through the overnight, through tomorrow. And that's about it. Other than that, it's looking like a very delightful weekend, and we're going to return to some humidity and some of that heat in the atmosphere. Summer is here. It's going to feel like it through this weekend, heading into next week as well. And again, much of the nation dealing with the heat, the humidity. Jet stream goes up toward the north. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire guys at Division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect over the next few days of your life. It's looking okay. In the 80s, shower, thunderstorm. And it's good. It's Friday. Sometimes, you just can't hold it in.
We're crying up here.
I need a tissue.
But in all seriousness, though, the power of lightning is very strong. But talk about a freak. 540.
When you went back, we lost it. We're still a little crazy from getting back from Riverfest. You have an announcement to make.
I do. I want to say happy 38th anniversary to my mom and dad, Joan and Wayne. They're celebrating today. So,
all righty. Happy anniversary from everybody here at WILN.
And make it a good weekend.
Hope it wasn't a bad day.
Riverfest tomorrow from 6 to 8:30. The weather won't be bad, right? Have a great weekend, everybody.